We are tracking showers throughout much of the area. We do have one flash flood warning in north central Arkansas where several inches of rainfall had fallen through the overnight and into this morning. This goes until 8:45. Starting off warm, temperatures at 68 in Springfield, 68 in Branson, 68 down in Harrison, and 69 up in Rolla. Through the rest of today, we're going to keep those shower chances. I think more widespread shower chances by this afternoon and more centralized south and east of I-44, and I'll show you that on Futurecast. Notice those heavier pockets mainly south and east of I-44. Not going to rule out a stray shower, though, north of the interstate. We'll keep those shower chances today. Through the overnight, some patchy fog could develop by tomorrow. Temperatures in the 60s, and then we'll keep the isolated shower chance mainly east of Highway 65. That's pretty much where they're going to be on Sunday as well, though Sunday does starting to trend a little bit drier. Mild, more pleasant conditions, lots of sunshine for the beginning of next week. Maybe a shower or two on Wednesday. Temperatures through the next couple of days staying in the upper 70s and lower 80s.
We have some breaking news for you this morning. Nearly 1,200 residents are without power in Mountain Home, Arkansas after a substation caught fire. According to Mel Coleman, the CEO of the North Arkansas Electric Cooperative, the Southland substation in Mountain Home was, quote, engulfed in flames. Crews are on scene assessing that damage now. Members of the co-op should prepare for being out of power for an extended amount of time. In fact, Coleman says days, not hours. The cause of the fire has not been determined, but the substation is a total loss. We put crime into focus for you this morning. It was a busy day for Springfield's Special Response Unit as officers were at the scene of several warrant arrests in Springfield, including one near Lincoln and Scenic. A man ran from police into a home, which led to a standoff that went several hours. He was eventually arrested, but there were multiple suspects in the house. And on Elm and Broadway, another man barricaded himself inside a home as he was wanted for assault charges. Eventually, the man was taken into custody. No injuries were reported there. We have some new details about a Wednesday shooting in Springfield. Jeremy Williamson is behind bars on domestic assault charges, accused of shooting a woman in the head. The victim is recovering. The news leader reports Williamson called the victim and said he would enjoy killing her. The victim went to her mother's home on North Oak Grove when Williamson approached the car. She refused to get out, and she says that he then shot her. Williamson was later found and arrested in Marshfield. We move on, though, to some lighter news this morning for you. It is the first Friday of June, so that means National Donut Day. Hannah Zettel is over at St. George's. We check in with her one last time. I wonder if she's put any donuts down already this morning.
Happy Friday and happy National Donut Day. And here at St. George's Donuts, buy a drink, any kind of drink, get a donut, glazed or cake. And this morning I'm joined by the owner, Nick St. George himself. Thanks for being here. So your donuts are handmade. That's what's so great about St. George's. So tell me a little bit about that process.
We have two types of donuts, cake or yeast donuts. The cake donuts are a little simpler. You mix them and you drop them directly into the fryer, and then you ice it from there. The yeast donuts take a little bit more skill. They have to be mixed, and then they have to be hand rolled out, hand cut. Then they raise in a proof box, and then we fry them and ice them to whatever way they need to be iced. So.
That's quite a process. That's probably why you're up so early, getting them ready. And you do have early hours, which I know a lot of people like too, so that's great. And another thing about St. George's is it's very local. You've got Mudhouse Coffee in here, and you also have Salvation Army boxes, right?
Yeah, today we have the Salvation kettles at all of our locations. So, and this is National Donut Day. It was started by the Salvation Army. So, if you're here and you get some extra change, go ahead and donate to the Salvation Army.
So get a free donut and maybe throw that $1 or so in there, and we'll be helping out the cause.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah, appreciate it.
Great. So, what is your favorite donut? You got a lot here.
Well, I get asked that a lot. I always say whatever's hot out of the fryer, because you just can't beat a hot donut. So that's honestly it's just whatever's hot.
Yeah, that's a good point. A warm donut is a good donut, that's for sure. And get a cup of coffee, and that donut could be free for you today at St. George's Donuts. There's a lot of deals at various locations, but that's what's happening here. Reporting in Ozark, Hannah Zettel, Ozark's First.
All right, thank you, Hannah. Springfield city policy may be changing when it comes to potential historic landmarks. The mayor wants to require property owners' consent in order to achieve that status. This comes after a city council session earlier in the week when council members failed to approve making a building on South Lone Pine Avenue a landmark. After what happened at council, the mayor wants to revisit property rights. Mary Lily Smith with the city describes this as a philosophical debate.
Oftentimes, historic preservation is preserving the property from the property owner doing something that would harm the architectural integrity of the structure. The other side is that there are private property rights involved there. And are we somehow diminishing the property rights of the property owner by placing this restriction?
If the city wants to continue making this change, it'll be a change to the zoning ordinance, so it'll require reviews by the Landmarks Board, the Planning and Zoning Commission, and then go to City Council. Community Partnership of the Ozarks is expanding its effort to fight drug abuse by teaming up with local pharmacies. It's common that a few times a year, area businesses and law enforcement will do drug take-back days where people can drop off any unused or expired medications so they can be safely disposed of. Now the idea is to have permanent locations so they can be disposed of at any time. Chris Davis of the Community Partnership says the drop boxes can help prevent young people from accessing drugs.
One of the things that we know is availability of these drugs for misuse are one of the main reasons why youth are accessing them. If they're easy to get, and the research shows that youth get it mainly from their home medicine cabinets or family members' medicine cabinets.
Don't forget, more details on that story over on ozarksfirst.com. Today is the first Friday art walk around downtown, and the MSU Brick City Art Gallery will still be open. Students and staff in the MSU Art and Design program will sell artwork to raise money for Emily Cunningham, who's a sculpting student injured in a motorcycle accident last month. Over 30 local artists have donated their work, and funds raised will directly support the Cunningham family's medical bills. The first Friday art fundraiser will take place from 6 to 10 tonight at Brick City Gallery West. What's making news now for you? A new FCC ruling could help put an end to robocalls. It's now allowing phone companies to use features to block unwanted calls without needing a customer's permission. Verizon's Ronan Dunn clarifies how those features work.
Well, it depends on what you mean by a robocall, because there are certain calls that customers receive, say from their financial institution, maybe at the time of elections, where some people may want to receive them, some people may not.
The FCC will not require providers to offer these blocking services for free, but it expects them to do so. Customers can also request to opt out if they do not want any calls blocked. Here's a look at what's coming up for you on CBS this morning.
Hello to you, I'm Gail Kane. Coming right up, the big game hunter whose controversial photo with a dead giraffe stirred global outrage. Our exclusive interview coming right up on CBS this morning.
All right, we also have a few thoughts on what's trending right now. A lot of sports, Beth. All right.
Sports.
What are your thoughts on sports?
I guess it depends on the sport.
What about the Women's World Cup? That's starting. It's big news.
Sure.
The world comes together to play. Yeah. Get excited.
Yay!
The U.S. won the last one, and
Oh.
you're going to be able to see some of these games over on Ozarks Fox. It's
Okay.
going on for a month,
Sure.
all right? So it'll be on some cable channels, but then also Ozarks Fox will be carrying some of these.
Yay.
This is very nice. And then, of course, everyone also talking about the Blues this morning. Big time
Big
win,
news.
all right, over Boston, in Boston, getting a 2-1 victory, one win away from a Stanley Cup. Unbelievable stuff.
Me too. I got real close, and then that just didn't happen.
What?
I almost won a Stanley Cup all by myself.
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't ice skate, but it was still me.
You get it. You get that the hustle's tough, right? So anyway, St. Louis will be back home Sunday night going for that, and it'll be crazy in St. Louis. That'll be crazy.
For
you know, we got to worry about getting through the weekend first. This is going to be a lot of fun over the weekend, but wet today.
Yes, today definitely have more widespread showers today, so make sure you have your umbrella and your rain jacket. Another humid day, too, with dew points in the 60s and 70s, very muggy. Then we also have a couple of showers Saturday and Sunday, mainly east of Springfield. I do think the rest of us will tend to stay dry, especially on Sunday. Good news is we dry out Monday and Tuesday, less humid conditions, temperatures a little bit cooler in the 70s, plenty of sunshine. Going to be a great beginning to next week.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching us here this morning on Daybreak. Have a good weekend. We'll see you back on Daybreak on Monday morning.